They found this terrified stray living in a trash pile, but 1 year on, she's totally transformed. This pup somehow managed to survive after somebody threw her away and left her to rot with the trash. But despite her resilience, she was still very sick. In fact, without help, her death may have been slow and painful. Now, though, she's recovered possumly, and her new look will astonish you. In November, the nonprofit rescue group Hope for Paws responded to an emergency call about an animal in need of help. In fact, Eldad Hagar, one of the group's founders, headed out to the site, but what he found broke his heart. When I got there, I almost couldn't believe what I was seeing, Hagar told the Huffington Post. Yes, the call had led Paws rescuer to a trash heap, and there a young husky dog lay among the debris, blending in with the scrap. In fact, the trash site looked like a disaster zone. It's almost as if this place was struck by a tsunami, Hagar recalled. Yet somehow the puppy, who Hope for Paws would later name Miley, had survived the time she had been living there. I was told that Miley had been surviving here for many months, revealed the captions on the dog's 2013 rescue video, and from a distance, the rescuers could see that she was very sick. In fact, mange had infected the poor pup so vigorously that she didn't even have the energy to move at first, so gingerly, she just barely accepted some food from her rescuers. Many times when you get to dogs in situations like this, you can be too late, Hagar said in a 2014 Hope for Paws update video. Sometimes an infection is too overwhelming and they just don't recover from it. However, after the team spent more than an hour on the trash heap with Miley, she began to trust them a little more. Eventually, they slipped a Hope for Paws lucky leash over her neck. Even so, Miley resisted the team leading her away from the trash heap at first, but after a few false starts, the rescuers managed to get her to follow them to Hagar's car. Rescuers will never know if that was Miley's first car trip or not, nor are they ever likely to discover how she came to be on that trash heap. However, Hope for Paws reported that in all likelihood, her previous owners simply abandoned her. From the trash heap, the rescuers drove the ailing pup to the veterinary care center. Miley needed medical treatment badly. Hagar told the Huffington Post that the dog's physical condition was definitely one of the worst cases he'd ever seen. She was very lucky we rescued her when we did, he continued. Her condition would have continued to deteriorate until she would have died a miserable and painful death. In fact, veterinarian Dr. Lisa Young's medical examination revealed just how dire Miley's health had become. She was in so much pain, Hagar told the Huffington Post. Miley was malnourished and suffered from mange, just as they suspected, but her problems went far deeper than that, too. Dr. Young got to work treating Miley quickly, but the poor dog's body was pretty shut down, the charity's recovery video explained. Many people don't realize how exhausting it is to be a stray dog. You're always on alert. Miley slept for 3 days. It's not just the physical healing, but it's also the mental healing, the video continued. Over the next 2 weeks, the team gave the puppy medical baths to treat her skin wounds, antibiotics for her infections, and medicine to remove her parasites. Slowly, Miley's physical health returned to her, but mental scarring can be much harder to treat. Luckily, thanks to Frankie the Chihuahua, she had some help. Hope for Paws had rescued Frankie from a drain pipe, and he too had some emotional issues from his troubled past. This is really where the connection between Miley and Frankie became so beautiful, Hope for Paws video explained. Frankie's sewer pipe was under a busy road, where rescuers discovered he had made himself a little nest. In fact, Frankie was scared of everything before he met Miley, but the two clicked instantly. These two creatures just bonded and became very good friends. Frankie was licking her wounds. According to the Daily Mail, Miley was adopted 4 months after her rescue. But a year after Hagar had found Miley on the trash heap, he reunited with the young husky, now a happy and healthy pampered pooch. Indeed, Miley's recovery is inspirational. Many people see themselves in these dogs, Hagar concluded. If a person is in that vulnerable place and they look at Miley and they see the transformation, they can see there is hope and that things can get better.